Good morning, good morning, good morning, Black people. My name is Dr. Boyce Watkins. Welcome to Pillow Talk with Dr. Boyce and Dr. Alicia Watkins. This is where we lay against our pillows and you get to hear what two Black professors talk about when we're having our pillow talk in the bedroom. How you doing today, baby?
Man, I'm not doing very well. It's a sad day
Yeah,
in the Olympics for Black Girl Magic.
yeah. Black Girl Magic has kind of been body slammed in the Olympics with Simone Biles and Naomi Osaka. Two, really, I would say those are your two favorite athletes in the Olympics. They're both out.
I was excited about them, and wanted to stay up all night to watch it in Japan's time so that I could watch it as much as possible. I love the Olympics, boys. I
Mm,
just love it.
yeah, me too.
It's
Me
my
too.
favorite thing.
Yeah, me too. Well, how many of y'all knew that Naomi Osaka and Simone Biles were out of the Olympics? Give me a yes or no if you were aware of what's been going on with the Olympics. And I read yesterday Naomi Osaka's out, and also today we found out about Simone Biles. How many of y'all knew? Have you guys been following, or you don't care about the Olympics, or you're watching it intensely? Um, Good morning, Maisha, and I see DDS. DDS is an important part of the team. I don't know
Okay, tell me
DDS's
about
name.
DDS. Oh, moderators.
Yeah, we
Yay.
need the moderators, because not
Hmm.
everybody likes Black intelligence and Black positivity. So we got those poor sick souls that want to come in and be disruptive. DDS is a defender. I respect that. Yeah, Geraldine. And Dewan. Yeah. Both of them are gone. Both of them are out, and it's kind of depressing, in a way. Would you say? How do you feel?
Yeah, I mean, I was just reading a story about how she does all this extra stuff that nobody in the world can do. She does moves so well that they name the moves after her, right? The
Are you
Simone
serious?
Biles moves. Yes.
No way.
And get a load of this. Her moves were so difficult that the judges weren't even giving her credit for it because they said no one else can do it.
Said only aliens can do that
Only
move.
only aliens can do it. And so she's not getting her alien credit. So it's a
Mm.
little disappointing, but that's okay. I was like, she's gonna shine. She's gonna shine through. We're gonna get the gold.
Yeah. Well, well, I'll tell you, Simone is spectacular. It's crazy. What's crazy about Simone though is that Simone's like the third or fourth iteration of what you would consider almost to be like superhuman Black women in gymnastics.
Oh my
Because
goodness.
because
Yeah.
remember, I mean, at least in my generation, I remember going back to Dominique Dawes.
Oh, come on. She scored a perfect 10 on that floor exercise. Oh
Yes.
my goodness. Dominic Dawes. It had never really been done before.
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
and then poor Gabby Douglas came along. And
Hold on. Gabby Douglas was really excellent. I mean, to see her jump, it was just something that had never been seen before. So Gabby Douglas was a great gateway for Simone Biles. That's what I see it.
yeah, but
Yeah.
and then Simone comes along and then out,
She
no,
kills it.
yeah, and it was kind of, I felt bad for Gabby. I'm not gonna lie, because I felt like Gabby was like, damn, I just blew up a year ago, and then
Yeah.
Simone is like, let me show you, like she comes in like a nuclear bomb.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I guess they are competitors, but I see them as complementary to each other.
I
Like,
don't
oh,
know.
boom, another one.
They
Boom,
they
another
look
one.
like competitors to me.
Well, yeah,
Those
of
are some
course they
competitors.
are
Because you saw
competitors.
you saw poor Gabby's face when Simone was killing it. I don't know if the media
Oh,
was making it into something.
I think the media may have been making it into something. Gabby Douglas, she had a story on Lifetime. She had a Lifetime story about her
Mm,
life, and I watched it. And it was really interesting because in that story with Gabby Douglas, she and her mom did a vision board, which is what I do with the kids all the time.
okay.
It reminds me I need to go do a vision board with them.
We got to do a vision board with the kids this weekend or this week.
Yeah, we'll do a vision
Like, do
board.
it now. We should do it now.
Have you ever done a vision board, boys?
I've done kind of stuff like that with my company, with my team members.
Oh, it's a great team building activity.
Yeah, we should do that. We should
Have
do
you had a retreat with your team?
not recently. It's COVID, and we should do a retreat with the family. Maybe y'all should pay attention, y'all. Maybe y'all should do the same thing with you. If you got kids, how many of y'all have
Yeah.
kids or have a family? If you have kids or a spouse or something, treat your family like it's your first business. Your family is your first business, so you got to
Hmm.
run that business right. So I encourage you to have a vision board gathering with your family. Just talk about everybody's goals, and you have to tell me how to do it.
Yeah. So what I did. how I did our vision board is I took a picture of everybody smiling,
Mm.
and then I got just cardboard or whatever. And no, actually, let me stop lying. I did. I went over the top. You don't have to go over the top, but I took a picture of everyone smiling, and then I stuck it in the middle of the vision board, and then I played music, and I had a bunch of magazines. At that time, my mom's in love with Oprah Winfrey.
Yeah.
So I had big old thick and her Oprah Winfrey magazine. I had big thick copies of her magazine. Her magazine has a lot of ads in it. And so
Mm.
all you do is just go through and cut out pictures and words and phrases and everything that will set the tone so you set your intention for the vision board. So the one I did was what's your intention for the new year? Or
Mm.
what's your intention for your business? What's your intention for your family? So you set the intention, and then you just have people do a vision board. You have them describe it and talk about it. It's a great family bonding activity, of course.
Okay.
But anyway, I don't know what Simone Biles' vision was for this Olympics, but it did seem like she had a lot of pressure on her to do as well as she knows she can do.
Well, I feel like Simone and Naomi both, like, they seem like they carry the world on their shoulders, and Naomi seemed to suffer some mental health issues because of that. Like, she doesn't, in that
She talks
documentary, I,
about it.
I know you loved her in the documentary. Now, by the way, every time Alicia watches a documentary about somebody, she walks away saying, "Oh, I love that person."
I
It don't
do.
matter who it is, Kevin Hart, Kim Kardashian, like whatever.
Yes.
Yeah, every
The Kevin
documentary.
Hart one was really good.
Yeah,
You
well,
have to.
what she doesn't understand. See, we make movies, and my company makes movies. Alicia
Yeah.
doesn't understand that the reason people make documentaries is to make themselves appear a certain way.
Okay, well, that could be,
So,
but I take such inspiration out of people's lives. I love listening to audiobooks of autobiography, not biographies or autobiographies. There is so much in people's struggle. So it's like you want to set a goal. It's the hero's journey. You want to
mm,
set a goal and you struggle to get it and you have setbacks, but you push through. Like those types of stories is my favorite. And no one did it better than Naomi Osaka on her
mm.
documentary. It's really great.
Yeah, Naomi. Well, Naomi is the highest paid female athlete on earth.
Gee.
Yeah, and she
Okay.
actually was the highest paid the year before, and set the record at 37 million. And then she nearly doubled her earnings the following year and went from 37 million to 60 million.
Wait, hold on. I thought Serena Williams.
No, no, Naomi kicks.
Ooh, wait,
Naomi is beyond Serena in terms of income. I think, and from what I was reading.
okay, hold on. Isn't Serena Williams still in the Olympics? Ooh, let me look her up. I
Okay.
gotta have somebody to cheer for.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, and then like I was really disappointed because our favorite runner, she what's going on with her? Is she gonna be able to compete?
Our favorite runner, who's that?
The Oshari Richardson.
Shakari. No,
Shakari Richardson.
well, no.
She's not gonna be
Well,
able.
Shakari got banned
She got banned.
over
So
the
there we
weed.
go. You know what? That was the beginning of the fall of the black woman in the Olympics.
You think so?
I think so.
Well, no.
Shakari
There's
getting
still
banned.
some awesome black women competing though.
Okay, I
You
know
want me
that
to give you
shot
some? I will give you some to
the
cheer
shot
for.
put the shot put lady. Did you
Yeah,
see her
she's good.
win?
Did she win?
I think she did. I saw it last night.
They really? I didn't
And
know the
she
shot put that they have had that.
yeah, I think so. She's got like blonde hair now, I think.
Oh, okay,
And
okay,
so she's got it.
okay.
I saw her do something. I haven't been on top of it like I wanted
Well,
to.
some other black women that I really love watching that are in the Olympics. One is there's Gabby Thomas, who is almost damn near like the next FloJo. Her time in
Oh,
she went to Harvard. She
your
graduated from
track and
Harvard.
field
How many of
people.
you how many of y'all know about Gabby Thomas? Gabby Thomas ran for Harvard, and she is almost as fast as she's the first woman to be almost as fast as FloJo was. Like nobody's close to FloJo ran I think a 21.49 in the 200 meters, which is off the charts. Gabby Thomas though ran a 21.6, which had me thinking like, holy crap. Because I don't know if y'all know, I used to be a track coach. That's why, so I'm real
Okay,
big on
so
track and
so
field.
here's the thing. When is that gonna be? I need something to look forward to because
Yes.
Naomi Osaka is out. I don't know where Serena Williams is. If she's got to be
Is
in
Serena,
it.
does anybody
Let
know,
me look it up.
Is Serena in the Olympics or not? And yeah, King Styles, we are definitely live. And yes, Mr. Ronald Lawrence, we are live. We see you on there debating whether or not we're live. But then
Yeah,
again, this could be a recording where we're
well,
just we're just some magic
you're the
Negroes.
king of rebroadcasting.
I have no problem rebroadcasting because people miss it. If they miss it, you should run it again. Um, Serena is not competing.
Oh,
Miller
she
says no.
didn't compete. Okay, she's preparing for the Wimbledon.
Yeah. Oh, really? Okay.
I'm sure, or
And then
U.S. Open.
Oh,
What is she preparing for?
I
You,
don't
I
know.
don't know.
Maybe preparing to be a mama. That lady Serena's done enough. Do you know when I visited the Nike campus,
Yeah,
the CEO of the Jordan brand invited me to go speak. Were you
I
with
was
me?
with you,
You weren't with
boys.
me both times, though, right?
No, I don't know if I was
Because I
with you
went there
the
one time.
first.
It seemed like I went there once, and you weren't there for that. Were you there
Um,
because we met the CEO of the Jordan brand, and he was mad because I was wearing like Adidas, and he asked he asked Michelle. He said, "Why is he wearing those other shoes?"
you know, I like that guy. He's really interesting, but
Oh,
I
Larry
feel like,
Miller, he's a smart guy.
you know, get off it if you got Adidas on. Like that's not what was important.
Nah,
The most
he
important
was
thing.
just being silly.
But yeah, it was that was really something to go on that Nike campus and see that big building in Serena's name.
Oh yeah, Serena has. I don't know if y'all know this or not, but when you go to the Nike campus, it looks like a big college campus. It's really big, and there are all these buildings. All these buildings and stuff are named after athletes. So there'll be like there's the Tiger Woods Conference Center, and I saw like the Arthur Ashe building, and the Michael Jordan building was really nice. And then there
Yeah.
was this big, gigantic building off in the distance, this black building that looked different from all the other buildings
Uh
too,
huh.
and it was super tall. And I said, "What building is that?" They said, "Oh, that's going to be the Serena Williams building."
That is. Oh, LeBron James had his building.
Yep,
Remember
LeBron's
that?
got his stuff over in the yeah,
That
yeah.
was really cool.
Yeah, that was interesting. They really, it's like a tribute to like it's like a big Hall of Fame,
Hmm.
you
And
know.
the shopping, we did some good shopping there too.
Yep, I do remember that. That
The
was awesome.
shopping was really nice.
That was fun.
But good grief.
Yeah, I think it's sad to see both of them gone, and I feel like Simone just inspires so many people, and then Naomi is there was the talk of the internet, when she kind of backed out, her mental health challenges
Well,
and stuff.
okay, so in the documentary on Netflix about Simone, not Simone, about Naomi Osaka, she was really moved by the Black Lives Matter
Yeah,
movement,
she was.
and she actually walked on the streets. You could see her. I don't want to know why anyone recognized her because she had a mask on and a hat, so probably people didn't
Oh,
recognize her.
did she? So she was
But
really out there out there like really
yeah,
marching.
she was
Okay.
out there marching, and it was interesting because she came back because she wanted to defend her title for the US Open. And every day that she played, all the people who were slain, by police violence, she had all their names printed on her mask.
Did she? Oh,
Yeah.
I do remember seeing that.
Yeah. And so she wore it every day. And they were asking her questions like, do you have one for every day? And
Hmm.
she said, well, when I come back tomorrow, we'll see. We'll see
Okay.
what it's going to be. And so actually wearing that mask every day, she won the whole thing. So
Hmm.
so that was really nice. She
Yeah,
defended her title.
I think that's really good. It was interesting to see the Black Lives Matter movement become so popular among athletes, and I
Hmm.
really think, I really hope that we, in the next movement, that we really understand what it really means to make a difference in the community, as opposed to just talking about it or marching or defunding the police. Like I would really
Hmm.
like to see those communities get restored and repaired. Like that to me, that's what you think about. A lot of Black communities, what they need is we're owed reparations. They need to put money, real money, into actually building those communities up, and not just gentrification where white people come and buy up all the buildings and all that stuff. Like they need to actually support the Black businesses that are there. Like there's a lot of Black people there. Like I know a lot of Black business owners. Okay, I'm saying I'm gonna be done. I know a ton of Black business owners who saw all this money going to Black Lives Matter, and they're like, we didn't get any of that money. We didn't get any help to do anything we're doing in the hood. Y'all just gave us a bunch of symbolism. So I feel like a lot of people were upset about that.
Yeah, I mean, I like Naomi Osaka because she's young and she's really in tune with what a lot of young people are about. And so what she ended up doing, she started a foundation,
Okay.
and her father's from Haiti.
Oh wow.
And so she, at the end of the series, she goes back to Haiti and she creates her own foundation for tennis. Let me tell you, those Haitians were playing against her in tennis. Those little
Mm.
boys and those little girls, they were really playing.
Were they
Like
really?
they were going after those balls. And so she played against them. They were winning some
Mm.
of the hands. So, she's done some good. And I don't know if she's necessarily associated with Black Lives Matter. I just know that she had the name on
Oh
the
yeah, yeah,
mask.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
I
I don't
totally.
know.
Oh, I
Because what
totally
else are
agree.
you going to
No,
do?
no, right. I
You know?
totally appreciate it. I totally
Mm-hmm.
appreciate it. It's just, I had that talk with Ice Cube about this when
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
because we were talking about Black Lives Matter. I remember, I live in Chicago, and a lot of Black kids die and nobody talks about it because it's not a police shooting, right? And it's like, it just kind of made me feel a little bit awkward that the celebrity energy could be used to really do something really productive for black people. Like all that, those billions of dollars that they have collectively, the
Hmm.
fame that they have, they could really move the needle for black quality, for black life. Like if black life really mattered, like they could move the needle and make black quality of life better. But instead, it was kind of misdirected. It was like, okay, let's really just sit around and talk all day about these individual specific police shootings, which actually are very rare compared to all the shootings that happen in the hood. The police shootings, there's maybe 50 or 60 people per year that are killed, unarmed people that are killed by the cops every year. That's not good, right? But literally in Chicago, we have tons of kids dying every single week. Philadelphia is off the charts. Like people ain't even safe in Philadelphia now because they said that they're running. Do you know that Philadelphia has a shortage of grief counselors right now because so many children are being murdered? Like it's crazy. So I don't want to dampen the topic or say that wasn't doing something good at all. It's not her fault. It's more to say, come on, let's really fix this.
Well, of course you're right. I mean, you're correct about all of that. You're correct about the misdirection of Black Lives, of that movement and what they've done, and a lot of commentary has been done on that already. So,
Yeah,
I
truly.
want to focus on the Olympics. So,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
good
absolutely.
grief.
Yeah, well, I'll say this, and just in terms because you were asking me about black women to watch. By the way, everybody,
Yeah,
please hit the
who
thumbs up
else is
button,
left?
share, subscribe button if you haven't done it yet. This is Pillow Talk with Dr. Boyce and Dr. Alicia. This is where we literally are laying against our pillows and talking about the things that two black professors who are manly in love talk about in the morning. It's like half gushy, half nerdy. You know,
I'm sorry. I'm so deflated right now because today was the day I was going to watch Simone Biles take the gold medal. And I woke up this morning to check the schedule and she's out of the competition.
so that's really bothering
It
you.
is really bothering me because I mean, watching the Olympics and watching Black women do well in the Olympics is something that has been so tied to me since I was a little girl.
Mm,
Like that's something every 4 years in the summer I spend with my dad in the summer, and we it was like an exciting event. I would watch gymnastics, track and field, tennis, everything. Just watching all of that, it just bothers me. Now I'm hoping that Simone Biles, it looks like she has an injury, so perhaps she needs to come back. She needs to push through this injury. Remember, wait, who is the famous person who pushed through? Someone performed. It was all dramatic.
oh, I don't.
Was it Mary Lou
Mary Lou
Retton?
Retton.
There's a Mary Lou
I think it
Retton.
might be Mary Lou Retton.
No, it was another one. She was injured, but they counted on her, and she went ahead and did her floor exercise anyway. And then she got the gold, and she's limping on the stage. And like I want to see a push through, but so that's how I'm feeling right now.
Mm, yeah, I can get
But
that.
maybe as a Black woman, maybe you need to rest.
Well, I
We
think that.
can't. The gold Olympics is on our shoulder. The whole country is. We're pulling the whole country on our
Well,
shoulders.
no,
So
no,
maybe
no,
we
no,
need to
no, no.
rest.
Let's not get crazy here. The brothers are holding it down too. The brothers are holding
Okay,
it.
so I'm
Yeah.
following.
Let,
So
let's
what's
get
going
yeah, we
on?
gotta give a shout out to. Okay, so I follow track and field.
Okay,
Right.
so track
I
and
do not
field.
I do not follow basketball because we apparently suck at
What
basketball.
happened? That's another thing. What
Oh,
happened?
wait,
I just knew we were going to
Team
win that.
USA has been beaten. I think got beat by France, and they got beat by somebody else. I can't remember what the other team was, but yeah, Team USA is not like
What
they
happened
they
with
might get they
that?
might get eliminated.
They're gonna get
Yeah,
eliminated.
they got
Okay,
they
so
gotten beaten twice.
wait a minute. Please
Hmm.
explain.
Well, what it is that a lot of the guys, I guess, don't want to play in the Olympics because the NBA season is so long anyway, and they're kind of like we're making millions of dollars. Who cares about the Olympics? So the great
Oh, so
players,
they're not feeling particularly patriotic at this
yeah, the
moment.
best players in the
Mm.
NBA are not playing in the Olympics, and then also a lot of them are not even from the U.S. Like Giannis, the Greek freak that just won the NBA title. I think he's got an accent, so I don't think he's an American. But then maybe he is, and I'm wrong about that. But
Hmm.
basically, a lot of the best players are not playing, and also there are a lot of NBA players in other countries now,
Is
and
it too late to pull anybody? I mean, the season is over. Is it too late to beef this team up?
they going.
They need some
I think
help.
it might be too late, but they are not that good. They are garbage. It's really embarrassing, honestly. Yeah, but anyway, so track and field. Okay, so let's talk about the women in track and field that I've been noticing. Gabby Thomas, 200 meters, the next Flojo, and she's smart and it went to Harvard. I mean, I'm so impressed with her. Let me think here. Allison Felix running the 400 meters probably won't get a medal, to be honest. If Allison Felix gets a medal, it'll be a miracle because she barely made the team.
Well, she doesn't have anything to prove because she
No,
won
I mean
last
she's
time. I mean,
Allison
she's
Felix.
awesome.
Yeah, Allison Felix is Allison
She's.
Felix.
We
Yeah.
just want to see her go.
Oh yeah,
You know.
I'm very happy for her. Yeah, she's definitely paid her dues. She's like the Serena Williams
She's just in it
of
because
track
she
and
loved.
field.
I think she's in it because she just loves track and field.
Yeah, Allison
You
Felix is
know.
bad. Who else? Another woman. Oh, Sydney McLaughlin.
Oh yes.
Woo, buddy.
She's like a gazelle. She
Oh, that
just like
she just
glazes through that
she
whole
just prances
thing.
over the hurdles like it ain't nothing. Look like she ready to go to a photo shoot after she finishes
Not
her
even
race.
really breathing hard. I said she's not even
Yeah,
sweating.
broke the world record, and then
So she's
but
gonna do
check it
well.
out though. She's got a really great rival named Delilah Muhammad,
She's real
who is
tiny, the real tiny
She's
girl.
very thin.
Okay.
And Delilah used to compete with my daughter Monique
Oh,
when she
okay.
was in high school, and they used to talk about Delilah. Her and her mom would always talk about, oh, that Delilah Muhammad. Oh my gosh, that girl's amazing.
Is she competing?
Yeah, Delilah Muhammad is running against Sydney McLaughlin in the 400-meter hurdles.
Ah,
And
okay.
yeah, and what happens? They have a back and forth. They have a Ali Frazier rivalry. One will beat the other one, then the other one will come back and do something and break the world. Delilah Muhammad beat Sydney McLaughlin and broke the world record, right? Now Sydney just beat Delilah and broke the world record.
Okay, so we got to get it together for Thursday. Or when are they doing on
I don't
Thursday?
know. I gotta look it up, but I know it's the 400-meter hurdles. So
Okay.
that one that she's that, and I think as far as like black men and black women, that's really, I mean, and then as far as, and of course, I watch my sprints. I got my homeboy out of Louisville, Kentucky, that went to my high school.
You never can remember his name.
Ronnie Baker,
Yeah.
who just beat the fastest man in the world, Trayvon Bromell. So Ronnie Baker, and I'm so proud because I mean, my God, he went to my same freaking high school. How cool
Okay,
is that?
oh, what about the relay?
The relay, both relays are solid,
Okay.
and for men and for women,
What about the Jamaican team? Jamaican team seems to
the
come.
Jamaican women are great.
Okay.
You got that little lady that runs. I forgot her name, but she always kicks ass every time.
Okay.
She was going to be Shakari's top competition.
Okay.
I can't remember her name right now, but Shakari's not there, so the Jamaican women will probably win the 100 meters.
This is what I think. I think 2020 Olympics needs to have an asterisk next to it.
Why?
Because it's so bizarre. First of all, it's not 20, it's 2021. They had COVID looming over it. There's no one in the stands. It's just, it doesn't seem very exciting. And I saw something the other day that was disappointing because I love the Olympics. That the
Chilean
viewership,
Fraser Price is her
Shelley
name, by
and
the way.
Fraser,
Go
yeah.
ahead. Sorry.
That the viewership is down.
Oh, the viewership is
That
down.
makes me
The
mad.
Japanese don't even want to have the Olympics. They're like,
There's all this
They're like, get this
protest.
crap out of here. Y'all foreigners are gonna give us, diseases and and they're not happy. They overspent. I think they spent $25 billion on the Olympics or
They're
something
just
crazy.
in an awful position. I mean, what
Yeah,
are you going to do? You're so excited you got the Olympics, but you do not have a crystal ball to see what the future was going to bring. This awful Olympics.
yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, it might even be. I mean, if things get really bad, it might even be. What's the point of even having it?
They might
It's
end up
every
canceling.
4 years. It's every
Yeah,
4 years.
yeah, yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. I agree with April. April says that this doesn't take away from the fact that Simone is an awesome athlete, and I agree with her.
Oh, she's so
Yeah,
marvelous.
Simone, the fact that she's not able to compete anymore, that doesn't mean I mean, she's the goat. Like
She's the world.
she's a
First of all, she's the world champion in all categories.
yeah,
So she has her world title.
yeah, she's off the chain.
I was really excited about her just winning the gold.
Yeah, to be honest with you, there's really not any athlete I can think of that's doing what she's been doing.
Yeah.
Now longevity. I don't know what that looks like for her. I got to look that up, but just in terms of level of performance, I've never really seen an Olympian at that level. I can't think of any, you know, and so I think that's pretty awesome. And then with Naomi, I worry about Naomi because I feel like it seems like she cracks under pressure a little bit, and I think she needs really good therapy. And I wonder how much of that Japanese culture seeps in because Japanese they're big into shame and stuff like that. And I
Disappointed.
wonder, and I remember when I taught a class in China that it seemed that a big parts of the Asian culture they're not really big on standing out as an individual. that you really want to be part of the group. You want to kind of sink into
Ah,
the group.
that's interesting because tennis is an individual sport. I wonder if she'd do better if she had a partner and she did doubles.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
she would do better in a doubles
Yeah,
situation.
yeah. I remember her saying that she's used to following the group, but she's not used to leading the group. And I remember my Chinese students explaining to me that that's what you're taught. That's what they were taught. Now again, Chinese and Japanese are very different,
Mm-hmm.
but it's still
It's
Asian,
Asian
right? They're
culture.
still
Mm-hmm.
and they're not from what I've gathered. I'm at risk of sound stereotypical here, but from what I've gathered, they're just not into that individualism the way we are in the U.S. Like we're all about like
Mm-hmm.
I want to shine, I want the attention. They
Yeah,
don't really want the attention.
right. And I remember her talk. She's homeschooled. She was homeschooled. Her and her sister and her whole family
Oh, really?
and her
Okay.
brother. Not her brother. Her and her sister. They were homeschooled.
So that's why she's so intellectual and also kind of awkward.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
exactly.
Yeah.
Because I can see her being really shy. But if you go through the school system, you're not going to be as shy. You're going to come out a little more. But
Uh-huh.
so all those people and all that noise can be too much.
That's so true.
It can
That's
be
so
too much
true.
for her. Poor thing. And
Well,
she's, talented as she is.
I think both of them are super awesome, and I'll just conclude by saying that I'm sorry that they're both out of the Olympics, and it's almost like they were two pillars of this Olympics.
Oh,
Like,
they
though,
were the favorite coming in. They were
yeah,
like, that's the favorite in that category. And then for to have them out so early in it's like I want to see them I want to see them perform at their best, at their peak, and
hmm
lose. Like
yeah,
it hurts when you lose in the third round when you were supposed to be the favorite. It hurts when you lose and you just did one little move and you hurt your knee and you're out. Like I would love for Simone Biles to be able to just give it her best. She's been practicing for this and rehearsing for this for years,
yeah.
and everything comes down on today. So I'm thinking hopefully she can overcome this medical issue and push through. That's what I'm hoping for.
Well, let's see. We'll see how it plays out. Let's hope for the best. And I agree with you, JC. Oh wait, somebody said that as a competitor. Oh, sorry, Mr. Ronald Lawrence says as a competitor, Naomi should embrace the noise and go for it. Yeah, yeah, and we're not inside her head, and
Mhm.
I know that's my thought. My thought is like, okay, come on now, like you just made $60 million to be an iconic athlete. Like, let's go be iconic, But maybe that's not something her brain is able to process at this point. So,
Well, I mean, she says there are things better than tennis out there.
that's true.
She said it's tennis. I hit a ball across the net and I enjoy it and it's a fun sport for me. But there's other things out there.
That
And that
yeah,
was incredibly insightful.
that's a deep statement.
Yeah.
And I like statements like that. I agree with what she's saying. Because you're right. I used to think of that about basketball. I'd be like, you're dribbling the ball down the court and you're putting it in a hole.
What good is that doing? And
Like,
that was her thing. Like, what good am I doing to society by hitting the ball over the net? I
well,
want to
well, that,
do,
well, that, well, that's
that's
where,
another
well, that's
thing.
where I would challenge her though. I would say,
Hmm.
okay, putting that ball across that net gives you the opportunity to do a lot of amazing things in society.
Hmm.
First of all, you got $60 million. You can change a lot of lives with that money. You have a lot
Hmm.
of influence. You're on national media. Like you can pick up causes and lend your name. Just lending your name to different
Hmm.
causes and supporting the things you believe in can go a really long way.
Yeah, she was really the hopeful for this Olympics. She lit the torch. I mean, and I know I talk about it, but it was so dramatic because we didn't know who was going to light the torch.
Yeah, it's
And then they
always a
passed it to
surprise.
her. And it was just like, but of course, that's who should do
Yeah, of
it.
course.
And then this big pyramid, she turns toward this huge pyramid. It opens up and it was very dramatic. And she slowly walks up the stairs to the top of the pyramid and lights that thing on fire. I was on fire. I was so
Mm.
excited to see that. And then she has that real serious face. She didn't smile at all.
She
And I
always
think it
looks
was
sad.
great.
She got those sad
Yeah,
eyes.
she does look you know what?
But
She's just
then,
a deep thinker. And so she
but
always
that's
seems to be in her thoughts.
but then again though, honestly, like there's something about no, I'm not gonna say it. But like the eyes, like when you watch those that Japanese anime,
Yeah.
their eyes always look sad.
Have
I
you
don't know. Is it me? I don't know. I don't know. Does that sound bad? Does that sound
No,
because
but
because because people call anything racist or whatever, but I'll be like, everybody's got the sad eyes.
have you seen the Japanese anime?
Yeah, it's
Boys,
sad
get
as
your
shit.
tissue. You're gonna end up in tears
Our
under the
kids, our
anime.
kids love that stuff, and I'm be
Oh,
like, I'd be like, damn, this is depressing shit.
Teenagers love to absorb that stuff. They cry. Teenagers love it. They just get all in their feels
Yeah,
about that
yeah.
Japanese
Well,
anime.
you know, it is what it is. But hey, everybody. By the way, this is Pillow Talk with Dr. Boyce and Dr. Alicia. We do this every now and then where we lay against our pillows and have conversations about things that we're discussing when we're laying on our pillow. And this is
Man.
what we were talking about this morning: Simone Biles and Naomi Osaka being out of the Olympics, and why why they were such representations of Black girl magic. And what this kind of means as you're watching the Olympics. And so if you want to know why we're talking about this topic, it's just because it was literally just what was on our
And
mind.
you know what? I ain't gonna lie. Like, I root for USA, but really, I just root for any Black person that's playing,
Me
no matter
too.
what country you're from.
Oh, that's the old
it's
age old
like
tradition.
it's like I don't care. So if they're out of it, I'm gonna keep watching, and I'm just gonna cling on to the next brown and Black face I see, and
Mm.
just root for that person, no
Well,
matter what country
well, you
they're
might
in.
find this interesting. Cheryl
Hmm.
Slade says the news is reporting that Simone didn't have a physical injury; it was mental.
Yeah, they're trying to say. I did see that they're trying to say that it was yeah, that it was some mental problem, but we don't
Mm.
know.
Well, I
Yeah.
wish them both the best. Remember, they're young women, so anything could be going on in the
That,
mind of
but
it.
see, that's what's curious about it. Like, she's been here before. Simone Biles has been here before. She's been here before. She should be seasoned.
Yeah, she might be seasoned, but you never know what she's kind of dealing with. Maybe she's got a personal issue. Maybe her boyfriend broke up with her. Like little shit like that can throw you off when you're like
It's
20.
short. Let me tell
When you're
you.
21, you'd be like devastated by stuff
No,
like that.
shoot. I don't care how old you are. Your love relationship is gonna be like, I ain't feeling it today. He
Mm.
he got on my nerves. I'm done. I ain't performing.
Well, I remember
I
one
know.
time Barack Obama had a really bad debate, and they were saying that he got in an argument with Michelle right before the debate, and she made her feel like crap. So,
See, I like that kind of, so you know how I feel about that kind of drama and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah, I know you, the
It
drama
makes sense.
queen.
I'm not a drama queen, but I just like to hear stuff about that. So
Well,
whether it's true or not, just,
also you happen to be a relationship therapist, so I
of
imagine that
course.
that makes it of interest to you.
Well, a mental issue.
Mm.
You know, whatever she comes up with as the statement, we're just gonna go by that. You know,
Mm.
we're not gonna put that label on her. It seems like she said it was a medical issue, and she was seen limping, and her right leg was taped up, and so we're not gonna let that be that it's some that she can't handle it mentally.
Well, I wish her the
You
best,
know.
and I'm gonna tell you, I don't just cheer for the black people that from the U.S. though. I cheer for the Africans,
Yeah, I
and
cheer
and
for
the
all
and
the.
the Haitians, and then all the black, all the Negropeans, because all the European countries ain't got no quality athletes, so
They
they
just
got
send the
they
best Negro they got.
right. They'll go to Jamaica and recruit a bunch of brothers to run on their relay team, and then next thing you know, the whole damn British and Canadian and Irish relay team is black. Or it'll be Belgium. There'll be some brother from Belgium. You weren't born in no Belgium.
What you doing in Belgium? Why you perform? But I love it. I'm still gonna root for them.
Well, black men, we got some magic too.
It's like, yeah,
Yeah, we sure do.
yeah. Of course, y'all got magic.
Heck yeah,
Good
you know it. You
grief.
know it. But hey, so by the way, you should follow Dr. Alicia on Instagram at Coaching with Dr. Alicia, and that's her website, coachingwithdralicia.com. She does couples coaching and therapy, things like that. She's a licensed therapist and a full professor of social work, and just a super smart black woman. And I love her. And I think she's awesome, and we enjoy talking
Aw,
to you guys as well.
thank you, boys. You're so
You're welcome.
sweet in the morning.
You're welcome, baby. I'm
Yeah.
very proud of you.
Well, I gotta go do some work. I gotta get my black girl magic on
Yeah, we got to
and
go
get my work
get busy.
done.
You can't be sitting here hanging out on the internet.
I got work to do.
Yeah, and by the way, if you're interested also in things like stock market investing, I'm actually doing a stock market class every Tuesday at 11 a.m. Eastern. So if you still want to join us, feel free to go to the blackstockmarketprogram.com. Look how like old Douglas says, social worker. They wrote social work up
That's
there.
what's up. That's
Yeah,
me,
that's pretty
social
cool.
worker. Yes,
Right.
that's my first type. Like if someone says, "What are you?" the very first word out of my mouth is going to be, "I'm a social worker,"
Yeah, social workers are
and then
super
I say,
proud.
"I'm everything else."
Don't ever, if you ever want to get in a fight, a street fight, go diss a social worker.
Well, the thing, a
Just,
street
say,
fight. We're not going to
just
fight
say
you.
social workers ain't nothing. Anybody can be a social worker. They'll come kick you in your ass. Social workers, at least you are very serious about being a social worker.
I do. It is. It. You know, it's not just like social work in and like I couldn't be a psychologist, I couldn't be a sociologist, like I couldn't be anything else but a social worker. And
Mm,
it's just all in the orientation and the thinking of human behavior and how to help people.
mm,
It's that approach just aligns to everything. It's the person and environment. It's you and it's the environment. And how does those two work together? That's
mm.
all it is. Person and environment.
Wow, that's
Some of it
fascinating.
is you though.
Mm,
And we as social workers like to see that and call it out. And some
mm,
of it is environmental and we like to, point our fingers to the powers that be and we do all of that together. It's
mm.
wonderful.
Wow, well, I
Speak
love
truth
it.
to power.
I love
Yes.
it. Well, speaking of social work and the environment and people, we actually, I don't know if you guys know, but my company makes movies. We believe in the ownership of Black media. We believe that Black people should make our own movies and stuff like that because we need to control our image. So we made a new movie. The movie's called Till Death Do Us Part. It's an extension of the Black Love Blueprint series, uh, which is designed to help restore the Black family. And so our latest film, directed by Tierra KJ Williams, you can actually watch it for free. You
Mm-hmm.
don't have to pay money. We decided to make this one free, but you have to come live. And what we did was we broke it into 6 pieces, because each piece focuses on a couple that's been married more than 30 years, because Black family is that important for us. And so if you'd like to join us this Thursday at 8 p.m., we're going to have a new couple, the Wrights. Is it Toya? Tyrone and Toya Wright, I think that's their names, where they talk about how they were able to make it out 38 years, to 33 years of marriage, despite the death of their son. And also, Dr. Alicia is going to be there afterward, and we're going to have a conversation with the couple, as well as the director, and also Dr. Alicia will be there. So if you are into Black family and you want to have good relationships with Black people, and you also believe in the creation of Black-owned movies, we'd love to have your support. We'd love to see you out there that night. So you can go to blackmovienight.net and register now. So it's Thursday at 8 p.m. Yes.
Yeah, and like restoring the Black family, I think that the in many cases the Black family is restored. And I think what this series does, why I think so important, is that it's showing how, yeah, throughout 30 years where the Black family was giving negative press, we're
Mm,
pushing through. They were what was never seen. So
yeah.
I think that there have been many cases where the Black family has always been restored. Let's just shine the light on that because they shining the light on a lot of our destruction and a
That's so
lot of the
true.
stuff that we do. But there's so many of couples just like this one couple, and I'm so happy that we're highlighting those couples because it won't get the time of the day in normal media.
That is so true. Yeah, they'll show they never show they rarely show healthy Black
I don't
relationships
see
on TV.
myself anywhere.
That's so true. They don't show healthy families.
Yeah.
It's always got to be drama, crazy people, broken up families, all this other stuff. And you're right. I want to me the true heroes in the community are the ones who hold it down and create family as an institution that you can depend on. Because I know that was important for our family to have two parents that loved each other and a consistency in the household. And a lot of our people think that that's not possible.
Well, it is possible, and it has been. I mean, not even though it's possible, it's doing, it's
Mm.
happening.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
So
so true. Good point. Okay, so yeah, so the film is Thursday night at 8 p.m. That's when we're gonna watch it. So feel free to go to blackmovienight.net. Not .com, that's blackmovienight.net. So anyway, guys, please take care and follow Dr. Alicia, Coaching with Dr. Alicia, or at coachingwithdralicia.com. And it was real. And thanks a lot, babe. It was great talking to you.
nice talking to you this morning.
All right. We'll see you all soon. Talk to you later. Bye bye.